Stand-up comedy is a dream come true if you're an addict. You know, it gives you just enough to keep you coming back, and you can't die from it. It's like golf. I don't golf, but I've seen Robin Williams' stand-up bit about golf. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. It's very applicable to this discussion. You know, and stand-up comedy is like golf. Every once in a while, you hit a great shot or have a great round, and you know, somehow it makes all the horrible shit worth it. So yeah, dopamine is all about going out and seeking, but it's not always about, you know, food or sex or entertainment or shelter or social bonding and friendship. You know, sometimes it's about information. You know, I'm a nerd. I love reading books, finding little nuggets of information. That's another one of my addictions. Information is wildly valuable. You know, dopamine loves new, surprising information. Because if you can predict it, then technically, you know, that's not new information, right? We're wired by dopamine to pay very close attention to any new information in our environment. You know, that new information updates how we interact with the world. You know, it teaches us, it makes us wiser. And that's also what stand-up is, you know, in a way. That's what jokes are. They're this surprising, novel information. That's part of why it's exciting, you know. Part of why audiences laugh, you know, like, oh, I never thought of it that way. You know, people say it all the time, never really thought of it, but that's true, you know. As the comedian, you go off exploring these weird little thoughts, and every once in a while, you bring back a surprise golden treat for the audience. You know, they love that. You know, feed us our treats, Mr. Comic. You know, I don't know. We sort of consider things miraculous if they don't behave how we expect them to behave based on our current conception of reality, right? Like when something aberrant happens in reality and it's a positive thing, we tend to regard that as, ooh, a little miracle, right? Where did that come from? How did that happen? I can't explain that, but my dopamine wants to know about it, you know? So jokes are sort of like mini miracles sometimes, you know? They can even feel profound, you know? Not only do they contain some wonderful little surprise, but they shift our frame of reference so that the context is different, you know? Sometimes the surprise makes sense in some new frame entirely, a new way of looking at an old problem, you know? You can have an absurd joke that actually gives you valuable information that applies to your reality, you know, your life. It's new information that's valuable, somehow more accurate in this new breakthrough context that you never would have thought of. I'm rambling a lot, but I don't know. I love stand-up comedy, not just because it can surprise people with joy. That's very cool.
Then I